Totally. And there's
You
some
know,
older comics, man, who've been on the road for so long, they're starting to realize this is making them realize they're like, part of the AARP club, and it's time to pack it in a little bit. I don't know.
it's also been like the great equalizer in a lot of ways, where it brings comedians all kind of to the same level, especially when you do look at some of those rooftop shows. You'll see like a good mix of you know headliner comedians right there with newer comedians, and they're all
You're absolutely sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, go ahead.
No, that's the coolest thing about this is that it has like people you would never see on the same lineup together and like even as far as like podcasts and TV shows and stuff like that go, like I mean, obviously they are who they are for a reason or whatever, but it's kind of interesting to see like those main guys who run those network shows getting stripped of everything that makes them a network.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then they wind up being just like the regular us assholes that are online and doing whatever. Because like sometimes I was watching a couple of those shows, and they're no audience, and they've got their writing staff, whatever, but they're just what would pass as bombing for the rest of, they're just tanking, and I'm like, but they're getting fucking million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it like really did kind of like does kind of make you feel like it was a bit of an even playing field for a little bit.
And so there was better shows like what you're talking about, like the Jimmy Fallons of the world, when those guys had to go to resort to this exactly what we're doing now. I mean,
yeah.
But there were guys that have been doing podcasts longer that aren't nearly as polished or as famous as a Fallon that do it better.
And they can do the podcast better.
Yeah.
Totally.
And so it's definitely been an interesting time, and hopefully we'll see what happens. We'll see what the future brings us. I mean,
looking forward to it. I mean, TikTok. I mean, I just got on TikTok a few weeks ago, and one of my videos almost has 1 million views, which is cool. So I'm like, I resisted it for a long time, but this fucking pandemic makes you, kind of reassess a little bit. Yeah.